Hey guys, it's Erin from Earth Healer Movement. Join me for some yoga. Let's get started. So let's raise those hands up and down. Spread those legs apart and reach down and up. Down and up. Let's go into Warrior Two. This is reverse warrior. Back to Warrior Two. Let's do a side angle stretch. You can look towards that palm. Make sure there's a diagonal line between your hand and your foot. Back up to Warrior Two. Straighten that front leg and reach with the front hand and turn. Okay, you can put that hand down to the mat. Go into a runner's lunge. Straighten that front leg out, and we're gonna go into a reverse triangle. You can put your knee down and go into lizard. Hope you guys can hear me okay. Okay, we're just gonna go into a pyramid stretch here. You can put your hands on the small of your back, or you can reach up. It's like we're getting right into it today. Okay, let's go towards the front. Reach for those ankles. Let's bend those knees. Let's reach back with those hands. Can put the hands on the back, or you can bring them up over your head in a clasped hands position. Let's go to the right side. This is a completely intuitive move here. And to the left. And let's flow up. Put those hands back out to Warrior Two. Back up to reverse warrior. Back out to Warrior Two. Swing that other arm up for Warrior One. Look up towards those fingertips. Reach down to the mat, back into your runner's lunge. And let's pivot those feet front. Grab those ankles. Put your left hand on the mat, reach your right hand up. Left hand on the mat, right hand up. Left hand up. Back down to the mat. guess we're spreading our legs farther apart. Lifting those toes up. Put your knee down to the mat and turn towards one leg. Is this a very, I think this is more of like an advanced level yoga, because I feel like I'm going really fast and doing things that are more advanced. So this is intuitive yoga, in case you're new to my channel. So I'm doing what my body wants me to do because I'm an intuitive psychic. So I'm using yoga to heal my body and other people's bodies. Let's go into a split here. Or try to do a split if you can. And now let's sit back on that heel and reach towards those toes. You can put your palm on the back of your foot and the other hand on top of the other hand. And put your head through your arms down toward your knee. Put both hands in the middle of the mat and lift up. This is called casita, like this. Or this is like a goddess. I think it's a goddess pose. But this is a casita. Just bending our knees a little bit here. I gotta look this one up because I'm not sure about the name. Like what exact position is casita? I'm thinking it's like this, but I think that's goddess warrior or something like that. I'm also getting Buddha. I have no idea. Okay. Okay, let's switch to the other side in runner's lunge. Just turn that back foot front. We're getting a deep stretch. Now let's put that front leg straight. And then reach the bottom leg up a little bit into pyramid pose. Now we're going to put those hands on the small of your back. And then clasp those hands together and reach up. Keeping both legs straight and balancing. And put both those hands down to the mat, and we're gonna reach up that leg for standing split. Standing splits. So reach the leg as far as you can. Okay. And then down to forward fold. Can hold those elbows with your hands and rock back and forth for ragdoll. Hands on your shins for half lift. And then back down to forward fold. You can grab the backs of those legs and pull yourself forward. Now let's go back with our legs into plank pose. Put one knee down at a time. Hold that plank. Bring those knees down to the mat, and we're gonna sit back onto those knees. Wrap those hands around your body for child's pose. Reach those hands up on the mat, and we're gonna lift up to downward dog. Walk that dog. Lift that right leg up. And down. Left leg up and back down. Now put your leg up, other leg up, and we're back at forward fold. Swing that body around, twist over to the left, twist over to the right. That was another intuitive pose right there. Hands over your head. Bend your knees, and we're gonna go into a chair with your hands behind your back. Lean your chest on those knees or your rib cage. Put the hands down on the mat and lift up. Put your knees on the ground. Sit back on those heels into a seated position. Arch your back. Look up towards the sky. Lift those hands up for a deeper stretch. And then bow down on the mat. Reach up towards the sky. And bow down. Hands back. Reach up into prayer pose. Hands back, up into prayer pose. Back, up into prayer pose. Really reach your chest out, hands back, shoulders back. Reach up like you're swimming. Reach up towards the sky with your palms facing one another. Hands together into prayer. This is a completely intuitive movement that I'm getting here. Hands back, chest out and up, head back. Hold it here. Arch your back and lean back Hands up. Look directly up at the sky. Hands together towards your heart center into prayer, and bow down. With your forehead on your fingers. Okay, I'm getting another intuitive download. Hands at the corners of your mat and feet at the opposite corners of your mat. Push into both palms, the palms of your feet, the pads of your feet, and the palms of your hands. Knees down. Let's go into this is a tabletop pose, and we're going to arch the back inward for cow, and then arch the back up for cat. Can move back and forth in the cat. And then we're gonna go back to cow. And we're going to twist our hips in cow and look towards our hip. Look towards the hip. Look towards the hip. Now we're gonna lift the foot up, and we're gonna do the same thing. Look towards the foot. Foot up on the other side, and look towards that foot. Okay, now we're gonna lift up on our knees, and we're gonna clasp our hands behind our back and kind of arch backwards and reach down, back with the shoulders and down towards the heels, and lift up with the head. Lift up, breathe, and then back down. Make sure you're breathing. Release. Wow. Sit back down on those heels, and then hollow out the front and reach down with the head. You can lift those elbows upward. And then move your hands towards your hips and lift up with your head. You can put those knees out more. And get comfortable on those feet. Lift or reach back in between your feet with your hands, with your thumbs out, and lift up. This is totally intuitive, you guys. lift up. Keep breathing through the pose. Down, release, and back up. And down. Palms forward, knees in. Sit back on those heels. And we're gonna reach up towards the sky. Hands to the heart. And we're going to put our right leg front in a flexed foot position. Reaching towards that foot, head down. Other side. Other leg up. Reach towards that foot with the hands on the mat. I'm getting to go on my elbows here, but I can't quite do that. So that's what we kind of want to like aim towards. Okay, let's sit back on this heel here and reach towards this foot, putting our palm on the back of our foot and the other palm on that one. Okay, sit down on both of those heels again, just relax a little bit, and then go up. And what we're gonna do here is camel pose. You can go towards the middle of your mat. We're gonna reach the right arm up, left arm is on your left thigh, and you're gonna arch and turn. Now you can put your arm out straight. You can look up towards the sky. And you might feel some tingling in your hands. And then once the blood flow, that's what I'm feeling right now. So let's shake those arms out, get that blood flow going. Woo! Wow, that was powerful. For me, the blood flow just completely like went out of my arm. Okay, so let's do this here to get that blood flow in those fingers. I don't know if you guys are experiencing the same thing. Let me know in the comments. Let's reach those arms up and down and up and down. Let's do the same thing on the other side. I'll turn around for this one, this side. Put your left arm up towards the sky. You can look up, put that right hand on the thigh and look up. You can position that other hand, let's lift it, both palms the same direction. And you can touch that heel, arching Okay, that was a much deeper stretch. Other side. And up. Wow, that was really good. Hands down to the mat. Okay, we're gonna do a cat-cow. So let's arch for cow. You can go back with cow as well. We could go do cow tipping over here. Okay, this is like a cow tip. So we're gonna put our knee out and hopefully you don't tip over. Foot flexed. This is more like the fire hydrant dog. And other side. Okay. Okay, let's put that right leg straight and let's just hold it there with the foot flexed and breathe into that. Now the other leg. Both feet down. Now let's lift that right leg up with a bent knee, holding in this position. Reach it up a little bit more. And back down, other leg. Lift that foot up a little bit more, or the knee. And then down. Okay, now we're going to kick the right leg back. Okay, other leg. Try to maintain a flat back. I think I was like arching a little bit. All right, let's go down to child's pose, extended child's pose with the hands out. Reach your palms and your hands as far as you can up on the mat, and then place your forearms on the mat and forehead down. Now let's lift up on the crown of the head, arms back towards your heels. And you can lift that head up off the ground. Back down, head up, and back down. Okay, let's sit and extend our legs out. Reach for those toes. You can put those palms on the bottoms of your feet. pushing those toes back towards your body. Head down towards the knees. We're gonna bend one leg, reach over that other leg, do the same thing with the palms. Other leg. Okay, I'm getting to do a twist here. And then other side. Switch the positions of those feet so we can do the twist on this side. Really push your palm into that knee, keeping the other palm on the mat behind you, and twist. Okay, now I'm getting to go into this mermaid pose and reach. And then other side, reaching. Arm extended on the mat. Over. Let's do that one more time. Okay. Now, right arm is on the mat. We're gonna lift up on that right knee, extend the arm up in the air and the leg up in the air on that left side. You can look towards your hand. And now reach back for that foot and try to create like an oval or a circular shape with your rounded body arching, and your foot and your arm arching as well. So it's not straight, it's arched. And you can look up. Okay, let's release that side. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So we're just gonna sit our hips down on the ground so our legs are on the opposite side. And we're going to reach our left arm over. Right leg, right hand is extended on the mat. And we're reaching our torso up. And our arm is going over our head. And we're looking up at that hand. now we're swinging our arm down to the mat so it's straight and extended. And then we're lifting up and over. Lift up on that knee. Whoa. Try to grab that foot, arch the body. You can even lift up and then back down. Let's do that extended child's pose. We'll do a puppy actually. So want your arms and your feet farther apart than you would for a child pose, and then lift your butt up in the air. So extend your arms. And now we're gonna go to cobra pose. And then back to puppy. If you want, a baby cobra is on your elbows. Or you can just extend like a little bit for cobra. If you put your arms closer towards your body and lift up, that's a full cobra. Legs together for a deeper stretch. And let's go back down to puppy. Lift up and onto your toes for plank. Rock those feet back and forth on your toes. Lift up on those knees. Reach back for those heels. For camel. And we're gonna do a flow. And up. Put your hands on your mat. Feet up to downward dog. Walk that dog. Get a deep arch in your back. Heels towards the mat. Hold the dog. And let's go down onto our elbows for dolphin. Lift the leg up. Other side. And down. Down on your knees. Back to extended child pose. We're going to do beast pose, where we're going to go to this tabletop position and scoot your hands in a little bit closer towards your knees, or your knees up towards your hands, and we're going to lift the knees up off the ground. Okay, so I just remembered you can put for the true beast pose, you're going to tuck in your toes like you're gonna go up for downward dog, but we're just gonna be on our tiptoes and lift our knees up off the mat. And down. Let's go on to beast pose again. Okay. Now let's sit down like we're gonna sit mermaid again, but we're gonna twist over, knees up, hold your knees with your arms and look up towards the sky. And now move those heels towards your body, hugging those knees tight. Grab the toes with your fingers and balance on your sits bones with the legs in towards your rib cage. This is like a balancing baby pose. Bring those feet towards each other so they're touching. And now we're going to wrap those hands around the feet into a butterfly pose, a balancing butterfly. Really extend that chest up, shoulders down away from your ears, feet towards your chest. Now grab those toes with your two peace fingers wrapped around your big toe, and we're gonna lift out with those legs straight, balancing on those sits bones. And now we're gonna bring those legs together and straight. Bend those knees back to a butterfly. In towards the chest arched back. You can look up towards the sky. You can reach one arm up. Now the other arm. Make sure there's padding behind you. And back to the feet. place those legs on the ground and we're gonna stretch over those legs. Okay, now we're going to put our legs out. So we're getting a deep stretch in the groin area, and we're reaching towards those feet.